Hello, my dear Sagittarius. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 1st and January 15, 2018, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So, I have put the astrological information for the month of January in a video of its own. You can check it out if you want to. I also want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, or Happy Holidays for anyone that celebrates something else or have a different calendar. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Modern Spellcasters Tarot by Melanie Marquise and illustrated by Scott Murphy. So when I open your deck here, I see the Knight of Swords and Nine of Wands. So it might be that you're a little bit in a war with someone. Maybe you're not, maybe you're even war with yourself. But I think mostly it feels like people are starting to put boundaries and protecting themselves and putting like a line in the sand and saying this is enough. Okay, Knight of Swords is a very, it's in a sense a very spiritual energy, but it's hard to say that when we see this card. But it's like this very it's energy that's very good with problem solving and have a very quick solution. So it might be also quick words back and forth, but one doesn't seem to really want to communicate. They rather want to see this person just go away. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. And here we have also the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune together with the Knight of Swords, that can be someone coming into your life and maybe wants to talk with you or make things right or wrong. Most probably. They don't want to, but it's going to be like that. Okay. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we have the Emperor. So it's a masculine energy. Knight of Swords is also a very masculine energy. It's kind of going a little bit against the energies, actually. It's my way or the highway a little bit. And someone is being like my way or the highway, and the other one is being in a defensive position and doesn't want to deal with this person that wants to be like my way or the highway. Might be a feminine person as well. Like it depends on who has the, like who has been the most square and the most controlling and the most like the person with that's most the power junkie. Okay, so and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Sagittarius viewers. So I think you love someone that's maybe not the best for you, or maybe they are not acting really nice towards you, or you're loving someone and you can't be nice towards them. It can be that too, because the 3 of Cups, it's a very lovely energy about Trinity and really feeling this bond between you two, and it's holier than holy. And then the 5 of Cups, it's just being spilt. All these 3 cups is being spilt, and it's 2 left, and you are ready to sacrifice those 2 too if nothing is changing. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Sagittarius, this is your future. See here, there's the future, and here we have the now. There, and this is the past. So in the past we have a Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is a little bit like the Knight of Swords energy in that it's someone that wants to either listen or speaking. It's someone that wants to have something happening. The Knight of Swords wants something happening in their way, while the Page of Wands is a little bit more open for also listening to others, and it's like an energy that wants to have fun. So they want everyone to be happy so they can have fun. And with the Knight of Swords, doesn't really care if you are happy or not, just that they get what they want, like especially together with the Emperor. So it might be that you have listened very closely to spirits to be able to handle this energy, either inside of yourself or inside someone else. Maybe you are guided now, very closely guided to how to deal with this person and maybe help them to wake up from their head, because they are mostly in their head and it's making them a little bit heartless. And one thing here, the Eight of Cups, this is December. This is first part of January 2018, and here you give it up. You don't want to give your energy away to someone that's just in their head and can't really connect with their heart. And it might be also that this head person still refusing to connect with their heart with Eight of Cups. But it's like it's not a really ending, but it's a person walking away. Like we saw the Three of Cups, that is love there, but Five of Cups, you're about to sacrifice the situation, and here you actually do it. You just, oh no, this won't work. But it's an 8, so it's just temporary separation. And here we have the the last part of January. Yes, the second part, last part, whatever. And it's the Queen of Wands, so it's probably you. It's the feminine part of you that's very much in self-respect and very calm and cool and also in love with their own body, feeling safe in the body. They're not just the head, they are like fully in their total present also in their body. And we can see still the bird there, so it's just like you have matured a little bit by going through this feeling of to hell with them a little bit, okay? So you just mature, because then you're really steady inside yourself and your self-love and self-respect. So it looks good. You will be able to handle this energy of the Knight of Swords and the Emperor. And here we have the Three of Cups. So it seems what has been going on in the past, there was a real like deep love connection. We can also see this with the Pisces. So it might have been with the Pisces person, a Gemini, or any of the horned signs represented by Emperor. So usually Aries, but can also be Taurus or Capricorn. It's like the holy baptism. It's when you find your soul family and you find this person that you feel so at ease with. You can do like to be in their energy is very nice, and you can have this with anyone in your family, but also your love partner, of course, and friends. Okay, and then we have the Chariot. So this is also, it's Cancer and Sagittarius. Oh, sorry, I got scared. Oh, my computer. So Cancer, Sagittarius. So you have your heart here, but you still remember where you want to go with your soul. So you don't forget this whispering with the birds thingy that you have in those two cards. Birds here, birds there, that's divine messages. Or you communicating with the divine. So it's like you're communicating also with your higher self and your soul. So this love wants to take you somewhere. It's like a new adventure. It's like something beautiful that wants to happen in your life. Sorry, I had to snooze that message, because in other case my computer will start downloading new windows and I won't be able to access it for the rest of the day. So okay, here we have the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Chariot, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you're doing like you're on continuing somewhere, like you have this mission, but you're making a stop, and the stop is called self-love. So you have this deep love for someone else, and you want this together still with someone else. Your aim towards this, you want union, but first you need to union with yourself, make your inner paradise, clean your inner garden, make your body like a lifeboat and your heart like your center, so you can survive whatever happens, because you are much in love here, and but this thing, like you are not in control of the situation, and no one is in control of the situation. Maybe like the divine is in control somewhat, but we still have free will. So no one is really in control. Not the divine, not you, not the other person. It's like the Holy Trinity. So everyone is reliant on each other to make this mission what you have to come to full bloom. So you need to be able to take whatever outcome. So therefore you need to find this anchor inside yourself and make your own life happy, make your inside happy. So it's a lot with staying on your inside. Like even if people on the outside irritate you to death, feel the inside and feel that you align with yourself and you're not agreeing with what they say. You agree what you think and what you feel. Of course, we can always open to discussion and also take in another person's view, but it's very important that you align with yourself and love yourself no matter what. Even if you think that maybe you want something that is unfair to the other person, but you still want it. So what you do is communicate, so the other person at least is in the know of what's going on with you. And here we have the Lovers. So this quick pause with the Nine of Pentacles, finding groundness in yourself, self-love, Venus in Virgo. And then we have the Lovers card. So it's still, this connection is still there. It's not going anywhere. And you can see that they have bind their bonds together in this loving union. And it's a rainbow, so it's very, it's like these cards, it's 7 and 6, so it's counting down to something. 7, 6. Sevens always comes with a little bit of challenge, so I think it's this with the self-love that you really need to anchor yourself. And you have also the 9 of Wands, so anchor yourself, put boundaries. Anchor yourself, put boundaries. Sacrifice whatever is on the outside that doesn't really do the work together with you. So you need to be able to sacrifice this big love for the sake of your own soul. Like, don't sell your soul just because you want to be loved. And here we have a 10 of Wands. So many of you Sagittarius is becoming on the brink of like 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. It's like you're holding a lot of things back, but maybe you need to, because of the boundaries that you have put up. If you still love this person, obviously, but it's like you need to make it without them. And therefore you can't go around express how much you love them. So you're keeping it maybe as a secret, but don't keep it as a secret to yourself, and be honest with also your closest friends and so on, so they know what's going on with you. Because if you keep it all to yourself, you're becoming phony, you're taking on the mask, you're becoming stale, you're becoming scared of your own inside, you're starting to create shadow. So it's a little bit of a danger. You can see also the raven there. So the birds that was very beautiful and colorful, was speaking to you, has now become like a black raven. So it's a warning for something. And we're probably going to see what it's warning about. Here you have, it's still the birds, like the colorful birds, but here it's like the raven. The raven is warning of endings and death and change and serious matters. So it wants to tell you, maybe it's just warning that this person is coming back, and maybe they are suppressing what they want to express to you. So this can be like, it's like you're on a vacation here in December, and maybe it's going to like start anew, because the 10 is ending and then it starts anew. So someone may like get it's like the energies are building up in them, maybe the longing, because there's a lot of longing with this, the Lovers card, and so it might be warning that the relationship is going to start again with someone that has been problematic to you, like the Knight of Swords in combination with the Emperor, like someone being very stubborn, and maybe it's coming back someone blind into your life. So embrace yourself. Okay, and this energy was the 8 of Cups, so you probably doesn't want this. You don't want to feel this love, but the love is still there, probably because you still have a mission. So you're not being let free and be able to go on with something else. This is your mission still. As long as love is there, there's still things to be worked on, either inside yourself or together with the other person. And here we have the 5 of Cups moment. So sacrificing this 3 of Cups that we saw also when I mixed the cards. So it's like a thing that you do deliberately. You sacrifice this thing that you wanted, this dream that you had, because it's not really perfect. It's not really exactly what you want. So if it's not what you want, yes, we can be content with what we have. It's usually very good. It's a good spiritual practice to be content with what you had. But now it seems like you are on a spiritual mission where you really need to sharpen your connection with your soul and find out what it is that you're looking for, because it's something specific you are looking for, in something specific. When you look for something specific, you are acting in a certain way that makes things happen accordingly with your highest destiny here. So this is what I'm seeing, this deliberate sacrifice and the Nine of Wands. So again, yes, you don't want to, if someone is acting blindly in your life, you don't want to come and, you know, load this crap on you. Okay, it's like they don't see themselves, so they can't really take responsibility for their own action, and they might stumble and fall and throw it all on you. You can see it's also the Chariot it has driven off course, off the road here. So it's something that's being a little bit off, but I'm not feeling worried about that because it doesn't seem like it's really on Sagittarius. For some of you cross watchers, like people, Sagittarius people that's totally unaware of personal growth or like how to deal with themselves, like a person that's a little bit blind like this, they usually doesn't look at on tarot videos, and I do this for the people that watch. So this might be a message for you as well about your Sagittarius, because it's like yin and yang, it can go both ways. It depends on what side you are on, and either you are the one that's loving a lot and doing a lot of work, or either you are the one that pretend that you don't love at all and you don't want to do the work. So the person that has been deeply in love, they don't want to do the work either. So it's like this: if you destroy our car, our love relationship, and drive it in the ditch, I do so too. So it's like a dare. It's like you're daring each other that, okay, so you don't care, I don't care. And it's the 9 and the 9 here. So you're starting to rely more on yourself and working on your inside more and anchoring yourself. And here we have the Knight of Swords. So now it seems more like you are the Knight of Swords, Sagittarius, because the energy is going this way. But I think it's this defensive energy that's starting to go into crescendo. I think you feel very powerful with this new energy. It's like you burn the whole world. And it might be like in the beginning when we are getting a new superpower, we like to use it. Okay, so you might be overextending it a little bit. You don't want to burn all the bridges. You don't want to burn all the forests or the kingdoms. You still want something to be able to work with. It's good to be able to say enough is enough, but don't end anything that's not in your taste. Try to work things through if it's possible. Try to talk with people, not just holding on and then ripping apart things, but actually talking with people and trying to make something good happening here. Okay, and here we have the Ace of Wands, and it comes underneath the Lovers. So the longing is very strong and it's coming from your soul. So this love isn't, for many of you, you feel that this love is tainted. It has been running a lot of water underneath the bridges that has made this love relationship feel tainted and feel like it's not worth anything anymore, because you wanted a fairy tale love. You wanted this big love where people actually showed you that they loved you from the start. What is it worth if a person didn't know, if they didn't act better towards you? So you feel that the love is tainted, like it's something wrong with it and you should just stop loving. But here it's still coming on strong, and it's 10 and 1, so it's kind of alpha and omega. So it's full circuit. It's the whole register of soul work that you're doing in this situation. So therefore it's going to be a little bit hard, and you're going to have to jump to hoops. Some things are going to be like you love a person, but you in the same time you can't be with them, or all these things. Like it's going to be over the whole scale. One day you love them, one day you hate them. So it will go back and forth like that too, because it wants to seek a new balance point. And the new balance point, it's good to have love and it's good to have boundaries. So a little bit of both can be good here. And here we have an Ace of Pentacles, so that's double aces. Ace of Wands is fire, Ace of Pentacles is earth, so it might be like becoming like a desert here, like burning all the forests. So be a little bit careful, but it's new growth, or like after a big fire, and this is like a gateway. So you're going very hastily towards something totally new with this new approach that you have. I think that you actually you have taken in another person's energy, and this might be the adversary that you once were faced with, and now you have taken in their powers, and it's actually creating a new beautiful future for yourself. You just need to be aware to not burn any bridges or anything that you might want to use in a later sequence of this life story. Okay, so Eight of Cups, feeling very fed up and want something new, but usually with the eights we are a little bit like caught in a loop, so it might be just one chapter of this long story. So here we have this is the beginning of January. Here we will have the last part of January, and we have the King of Swords here. So Three of Cups, Five of Cups, and there we have the King of Swords. So I'm getting the sense that since you have all this air, you might be dealing with a person that have air in their chart, okay, and might be a very stubborn person as well with the Emperor card. So it seems like they feel this hurt too. They felt this love connection too. It might just be that they put a lot of responsibility on you, and now they are alone too, just like you. Okay, so and it's like you are being able to it's this strict father figure. If they don't like your friends, they tell you to not play with them. So it's like something inside of you have told you that you shouldn't play with these friends because they are hurting you. And it's very good energy to have when you want to learn to put boundaries like you have done here, because you love yourself. And here we have the Hierophant, and it's coming underneath the Chariot and the Nine of Wands. So this is also like what I said, that this person also feel the problems with this, but they have still not being able to take in their heart. They are supposed to. Here's Taurus as well, so this the horned the horned creatures, and it's authority, and like, I have the rules, you should live like how I have told you, because my way is the right way. So it's very much like you're writing other people on the nose and preaching a little bit like I do now, but I don't you can live your life as you want. I'm just giving suggestions. So no whip in this case, okay? And we have the King of Swords here together with this Hierophant. So it's like this person that has been wanting to take power over you, they might not have learned that much. But the Hierophant is at least male spiritual growth, so it might be that they're onto something. But it's a little bit, you can see this, it's very square, it's very powerful, it's very like they have whip and sword there, and so it's like they still haven't understand this with sharing. Like Three of Cups isn't built on one person giving and the other one is taking. That's vampirism, and that's why you have the Eight of Cups here. That's door number 2, the opening of the heart. And as long as they don't open the heart, you have the Two of Wands here, and you still kind of hold back yourself. You see, because you're pre-warned that this energy will come and that it won't be they haven't changed. They still just wants to come and load this onto you. So we see you have tied yourself deliberately. You can free yourself, but because of you have been talking with the divine, you say, okay, I will hold my horses. I will have self-control. I won't give myself into this situation before the person has opened their heart. And you can see it's the yin yang symbol there. So this person is fully aware that there needs to be balance, and that one side, if one side is acting very, very masculine, then the other person needs to start acting very masculine too. Because then someone needs to start to act feminine, because it's like life want to have equilibrium, okay? So, and if both acting very masculine, it's either going to be a war, or it's going to, like, the other one needs to be like opening up a little bit to make this unity again. So it might be very smart if you have been very feminine and very receptive and unconditionally loving and everything, to start to become more masculine. And if you are very masculine, you start to open up your heart to actually build on your relationship instead of tearing them down. So if you want to not to be alone, if you want to be with people, you can't be a power junkie, because people doesn't like power junkies. They want to decide over themselves. And here we have the Hanged Man. So it's like a situation where you just wait for someone to grow. And it's 1, 2 here, and then 12. 12 is 1 plus 2, it's 3. So it's connected to the Empress. It's like a pregnancy. You are waiting for someone that has been very hasty. Sagittarius or Gemini, might be an Aquarius or Libra as well, to grow. And it can be a Cancer, it can be kind of any, but this is the main I see, because we have Sagittarius and Gemini there and Cancer there. Okay. But you have more than one air sign. You have Aquarius there as well. So it might be any of the air signs. And the Hangman is like you're waiting for them to kind of get it, or someone is waiting for you to get it. Like, understand that I want to be with you, but I can't be with you if you are abusing me or trying to control me, or trying to make me into something I'm not. Love me for me or leave me be. I didn't mean that to be a rhyme. Okay. So 10 of Cups, we have the 10 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and 10 of Cups. So the love isn't going anywhere. It's still there. It's still like this unity. You're just waiting for the other half of your soul family to wake up, and you need to become powerful in yourself to make that happen. And for, yes, if you are if you know with yourself that you have been very controlling and trying to rule other people's lives and not giving them the love that they deserve, you need to open the heart. This is what's going to make this love come in there, that the person that has been this is finally opening their heart, due to the Hangman, when you finally sacrifice that big ego and just, okay, I love you. And we have the soulmates there in the bottom of the deck. So mending, yes, mending, it's need to be meant. This, it's something that's a little bit broken, fixing it together. This is like the Three of Cups energy, like the love that you can have between people, and really wants to fix things. You don't want to like be the warrior and tear it all down, because if you tear it down, it's gone. The other person is not going to build it up for you. Both people needs to take responsibility into this, like also when it's a family situation or work situation or whatever kind of relationship you are having. This is forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. Like with the 10 of Wands. So if you're hurting because your partner isn't doing their fair share, admit to yourself that you're hurting and you wish that it would be in another way, but you also accept the way that it actually is, and you just feel the pain of it. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes. Changing page here. Of resentment and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So it was the time to put boundaries, but you also need to be able to take the person back, kind of, when they show that they want to do the work. And if they don't, if they say that they want to do the work and then don't do it, you can put up this boundary again. It's totally fine. But try to not be so stiff, so you're not getting the life lesson and you need to do this all over again next lifetime. It's better that you do it now, when both have this in fresh memory, so you don't have to, oh, it's something here, maybe I know you from before. Now you know the whole history. You don't have to forget and then do it again the next time, next life. You can do it now. when everything is like set and work this out finally. So be able to forgive also your adversary, because in other case you are shackled to this person for eons. It's not healthy. So I will also take a card for you, Sagittarius, from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. Okay. The Princess of Red Poppies. It suits you well, I think, Sagittarius. I see Sagittarius fire is red. It's very, yes, Princess of Red Poppies. She's holding something there. Is it just, it's like almost like it's something written on it. And the bull is running with his high tail. It's really, really happy. And the poppies. So it seems like it's going to make you happy. You are going to make yourself happy with your own actions. You're going to become very proud of yourself. So I bring you the gift of expanded perception, of being able to see the past, present, and the future more clearly. As you see the higher truth, you will experience relief, peace, and inspiration. Allow me to help you leave the past behind you, find happiness in the now, and open up to the beautiful future ahead of you. So I'm usually just reading that part. So if you want to have this deck, there will still be surprises. It's like opening like a calendar when you were little. So I'll take a last oracle card from the Vibrational Earth Children by Debbie A. Anderson. It's for children. I want to have a little bit of a nice message for Sagittarius. What about Sagittarius? Okay. Yes. Lift me up. So you wanted to be lifted up. Yes, you don't want to keep all the burden on you. You want to have help. There should be like equal gravity or equal evolution. Yeah, you know what I mean. Evolution. We don't care about that. Okay. Trust is about counting on someone to keep a secret. We only share a secret with someone if we believe in them. Okay, I think that this person here is very scared of opening up and being vulnerable because they don't want to expose themselves. But in love, you need to expose yourself and be vulnerable, or you won't make any friends. Believe they are reliable and feel they will be a good friend. Only share secrets with special people you can trust. We are lifted up when we believe in other people and they have confidence in us. Always keep your promise. Vibrational Earth Children know the value of being truthful and trustworthy. So this is how they need to come, like truthful and trustworthy. That's when you are making this unity. That's when you become a family, not before. Not when one person is open up and the other one is closed like a muscle and just using your vulnerability against you. So it seems like they will. The divine is kind of promising that there could be equality here. There could be mending. There could be forgiveness. There could be forgetting of the past. There could be opening up, and people can be vulnerable with each other again. So it seems like this aces and this 10 is the crucial energy, but it's going to be a lot of jumping through hoops to get there. It's not going to be an easy ride. Okay, my dear Sagittarius, I hope this helped. I want you to take really good care, and you're welcome back to my mid-month January reading that I will perform somewhere around New Year's. And also Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, bye-bye.